ancient relic that was created by the giants. And Blagothkus, he was the giant that has gone mad over time, that has actually agreed to help not only the cultists but the dragons. Dragons and giants don't get along. So his mind has been corrupted by this magic. And his wife, that has been dead for many years, her name was Escarlata. The party encountered her. The party did not. They were so stealthy inside of this castle. I thought they were going to go in blaze of glory, just fireballs going everywhere from Terra, but no, that wasn't the case. They actually found Escarlata. Escarlata rewarded the party nicely, and Escarlata gave them control of Skyreach Castle. So, where the game ended was the party steered this castle north into the spine of the mountains. And this is what this castle housed many creatures, including a dragon. You never encountered the dragon, but you knew the dragon was there. It was allied with Tiamat.
Yeah, I'll tell you the awesome thing about that.
Uh-huh.
Is that we had quite a debate of what we were going to do, but we found the control room of the castle,
Yep.
and the guy had basically flipped out, the head giant, because he was just kind of going crazy. And then we all discussed it. We said, the best thing for us to do, this castle has all this hoard and all this treasure inside it that they're going to give to Tiamat that might aid in his rise. And so we all decided, enough of this crap, we're going to take it down. And we steered that puppy straight down into the mountain and just smashed that castle.
Yeah.
But we were able to jump off in time.
Well, you guys weren't able to jump off in time. That was the unfortunate thing, Tiberius.
Oh.
You were not able to all jump off in time because, you guys had never flown anything. But you had the guidance of Escarlata. And as as you guys are getting close to the spine of the world, you just lose focus for just a few brief moments, and the castle crashes. I mean, the castle literally crashes. The castle is just, as you start to come to Tiberius, you can see that there are 4 figures standing over you. You can see that there's several females. You can see that there is a half-orc. And you can see that there is a water genasi that are kind of over you, shaking you, asking you if you're all right.
Did you say several females?
Yes.
And 1 half-orc, huh? I like my odds.
And the water genasi.
Hey,
now, and this is where you're coming to, and as you come through, Tiberius, you have a shard of metal sticking out of the front of your shoulder. One of these crystals has basically lanced all the way through your shoulder, and you've been here for quite a while. I mean, this place, as you kind of you gather your bearings a little bit, you're in so much pain. You start to look around, and you see nothing but ruin all over you. Broken glass. All that beautiful glass that was in the control room, all shattered. Bits of metal just twisted like pretzels. Stone. The castle is made out of stone. This thing is basically embedded into the spine of the world, in between a couple mountain ranges. And how the rest of you found him... You were all sent by Waterdeep. There were some heroes involved with the organizations, and you were finding these heroes of the Forgotten Realms, of Faerun and the Sword Coast, because word was they got Skyreach Castle and they crashed it. Mission successful. But it came at a huge cost. Because as you look around, Tiberius, you notice that you're the only one that is living. You see Terra, she is dead. You see Silverclaw, he is dead. In fact, you see Silverclaw ripped in half. You see Krivgar, he's dead. Zelos is dead. They're all dead. You're the only one that has awakened. And
It's
you have
okay. I
this,
can animate dead.
yeah, you have this crystal sticking out of you. You know, and the group. You guys have the floor now. You guys are here at the castle, and how you found this was, you knew that it was in the spine of the world somewhere, but how you found it was you thought that this was one of the volcanoes that was actually rupturing. But as you guys were flying over, because you all had help from the Watered Havian Griffins, they are the ones that actually helped you find the castle. And the castle is literally embedded into, into this massive, mountain range. And everything is just destroyed. And, you guys found Tiberius. He's been, you've been looking for almost a week for him. And
that's
he's
nice.
in really bad shape. So, the floor is y'all's. And that's our recap from Horde of the Dragon Queen.
Why are we
That's-
here again now?
You guys are awesome. You're looking for me.
Hey, wake up! Wake up! It's crashed. It's all gone horribly wrong. We're all gonna die.
So, I think what you were saying was right. You asked why you're all there. So, Dave, you said they've been looking for me because they're all part of one of those guilds, right? Oh wait, he's got to get his headset on, or his nerd hat on. I don't even know how to.
I had to put on my dragon hat. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. So, Vay was asking why they're there. So they were hired to find what happened to us because we had that. We're part of all those different groups and stuff.
Yeah, like I was saying, you were helping Leosin, the monk. And the monk, Leosin, actually, these, Shrump, River, Vay, and Widow, all of you are in organizations. You can choose one of the 5 major organizations. So you guys, you'll get to choose from the Enclave, the Emerald Enclave, the Order of the Gauntlet, the Zentrum. There's a total of 5 factions, and I'll get you the information to all 5 factions, and I'll share it with you guys in just a few minutes. So you guys spent a week looking for this castle. There are 5 heroes that, their goal was to get to Skyreach Castle, sabotage it. Word was, the castle was sabotaged, but the heroes never reported back. So, Leosin and the other masked lords of Waterdeep, they assumed the worst, and that's why they put together you. You guys are like the creme de la creme of your organizations. So all 4 of you...
Wow, you guys are awesome.
Yeah, all 4 of you have found Tiberius, and there's 2 dead Dragonborn and 2 dead half-elves.
Now there's like 1/4 elves. I can't do the math on dead half elves. That's like a whole elf now, right? I don't know how that works. Okay, so I guess if I'm sitting there and I've got this giant gem
and you're
jammed in my body,
you're in excruciating pain as well.
I'm gonna look up and I'm gonna say, "Some help, please. Anyone? Anyone?"
I shall rush over and assess the situation and go, that doesn't look good. That doesn't look very good at all. Do you want me to pull it out?
Yeah, if you can just help me get the gem out, I should be able to keep the wound, close the wound with some of my magic.
I walk over to him and I put my foot on his chest, and grab the shard, and pull it clear out of his shoulder.
Ow!
And as you guys are in this, you're in this ship, this castle, you hear a light humming coming from shards that are still glowing. Actually, the shard that is sticking out of the chest or the upper upper arm and torso area of Tiberius, that was glowing as well. So, you basically just rip Tiberius off this. Blood's just pouring out of his wound.
I'm gonna do a cure wounds, Dave. I'll just I'll grip my what is it called? My religious
your
artifact.
symbol.
Yeah, my symbol. Sorry,
it's hanging off.
Think of it.
It's no problem.
So I'll
You're
just grip that and chant and put my hand over this open wound and try to close it a bit with some of my cure light wounds healing magic there.
Sure thing, because you have 1 hit point, so you're massively hurting. So if you
all right, so I better probably do more than that.
Yeah. Well, you can cast 4th level spells, so you could do cure wounds as a 4th level spell if you wanted to.
Okay.
Remember,
I think I'll
you can
go ahead and
upgrade
just
those.
do that. Let me. Yeah. So I'll cast that on myself.
All right. Yeah, and like I said, everybody, I mean, this is a massive wreck. I mean, this is literally a entire, and you've heard of these castles before from the giants. These things are massive. There are coins everywhere. There is loot everywhere. All of the, there are broken weapons, that you could tell probably exploded, that were magical from the impact of this. And Tiberius, your memory starts to come back a little bit. All you remember was Silverclaw saying, "Oh shit, we're going down in the wrong spot," and then all of a sudden, you wake up.
Oh, so I'm gonna after I healed myself a bit, I'm gonna walk around. I'm just gonna ignore these people standing over me. Maybe I'll Misty, Widow, what does your character look like?
Why don't you guys kind of describe your characters? You don't have to give names or anything like that. I mean, unless you want to give it to Tiberius, but I don't even know if Tiberius introduces himself. So you guys RP it out.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to reach up. And by the way, if you guys are looking at me down on the ground, you're going to see that my character, I'm a human, long flowing golden hair, but I've got a lot of elf features. So you can see my eyebrows are plucked like I'm an elf, and my hair's combed back in a very popular elven way, and I'm wearing some chain mails. Looks pretty magical. Got a bag of a backpack near me that I'm picking up, but of course a lot of the stuff is covered with blood from the crash. And I'm gonna reach up after I laid on hands on myself, which, by the way, isn't the first time I've ever said that in a conversation. But so I laid hands on myself and gave myself a quick healing. And I'm going to reach up for Widow, who had pulled this spike out to me. And I'm going to reach up for kind of like a help up. So, Widow, what do you look like as I reach up to grab you?
Hey, well, I'm definitely helping you up to your feet. She is. I'm wearing complete black, almost like a cat suit. And
Nice.
So it's got like a purple corset going around the top portion, and I've also got. And you can tell that the clothing is tailored, to fit my body. It's tailored leather armor. I had it made special, and she's kind of got like a long flowing. Not a trench coat, obviously, but something similar. Also black leather.
Should we just call you Trinity and get it over with?
No, and she's got hooker boots.
Well, so do I, but that doesn't really mean it much.
No, it's not quite Trinity. She's a little classier.
Right.
a
a little classier than Trinity? Oh, wow. We're playing D&D
Okay, so I'm
5th
going to reach
edition.
up and grab hold of you,
We're playing
Widow.
Rise of
You're going to pull
Tiamat.
me up.
Yeah.
So did you say that you're human? I didn't even hear what you said.
Oh,
What were you...
half elf.
Oh, half
half
elf.
elf.
So
And,
I guess I don't have to reach up very tall to grab you. You're pretty short.
Yeah, well, average size and long dark hair, extremely attractive.
Wow. Well, just so am I, by the way. Quite a good-looking man. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
if she had a comeliness score, it would probably be a 20.
Mine was a 17 when we rolled for it. But I'm reaching up, I grab you, and then I'm going to just say something in Elvish. I'm going to say, thank you, fellow elf, for the assistance. Just nonchalantly off the top of my head, and then I'm going to kind of survey the damage and look at all the crashed and see the bodies. I think I might rush over to some of the first bodies to see if there's anything I can do. So I'm gonna ignore Silverclaw, who I believe has been ripped in half.
Yeah, he was.
We'll just
Krivgar's face is basically a big block has fallen on his head. So there's a huge block on top of where his head would have been, and there's like bits of dragonborn skull and skin all around as his head was just splattered like an egg.
I'm gonna run over. So is there anybody else that I'm just gonna run around and look at each of them, and maybe even try to do some magics to bring them back, but really nothing. It's pretty too far gone to bring those guys back.
As you're kind of surveying around, there's a lot of, like I said, I mean, this place is just an utter ruin, and there's wires hanging down, all of these gadgets and gasmas, all of this technology that you've really never seen before, and no, all of the bodies are dead. Terra's dead. Zelos is also dead as well. And you check their pulse,
Zelos.
but rigor mortis has set in, and they've been dead for probably a week. They probably give me a medicine check. We'll kind of.
All right, give me a sec. It's been a while since I've done this. Let me try medicine.
Oh, no problem. Yep.
I don't have a medicine. Nature?
It'll be healing. I'm sorry.
I'm looking on acrobatics.
Yeah, it is medicine, knucklehead.
Oh, I see it. Sorry.
Wow!
Booyahs!
Right
I
off
just
the
healed
bat.
some dead person. No.
Wow! Nice shot.
So, I did do a medicine check and I got a 20, but at the same time, Dave, I'm thinking I have animate dead. That could come in handy if I need a little Krivgar coming after me.
Yeah, well, see, the thing
Carry
is,
my stuff.
With your heal check, you know that these corpses possibly could be resurrected. You know that it would be very expensive, but you know that they've been dead for almost a week.
Oh, that's not good.
That's what your medicine check involved. You were actually able to determine that they've been dead for almost a week, and your wounds, they're not doing so well either. But although your wound has cauterized up from the cure wounds,
So being a cleric, what all is involved in resurrecting? Should I cut off some of their components and throw them in a bag? Can I resurrect them from, let's say, their ear?
You got to have their entire corpse.
Their entire corpse?
Yeah, you have to have whatever the gold piece value gem is. It's actually rather expensive.
Well, I'm not going to put a money value on their lives, but I'm telling you right now, some of these people aren't worth the money. So, I think what I'm going to do.
Wow. Wow.
So I think what I want to do is, because Tiberius. I'm gonna take a look and I'm gonna survey my my heroes here, and I'm gonna look over at this half orc first, because I don't know. Tell me a little bit about yourself, Shrump. I'm going to look at you and I'm going to say, greetings. What do you look like, Shrump?
Well, as you can see, I'm a half orc. Roughly around the region of about 6'8", over 200 pounds of just pure angry muscle. I'm very brutish, my half orc ancestry very clear on my face. Across my back, I have a great sword. At my hip, I have a piece of junk long sword.
Yeah, there's all kinds of
on the other hip.
Passion.
What kind of armor are you wearing?
LMP.
I'm wearing full chain armor, and I've got a black hair tied back in a ponytail. Apart from on the left side of my head, which is all has been burnt away by some kind of fire. and there's a very angry-looking scar all up the left side of my head.
So I probably won't say anything to you, but I'll give you kind of a, like one of these head nods. And then I'll look over to this water Agnasi. And I don't believe I've ever seen one of these. So
Yeah, you're kind of
tell me-
intrigued, yeah.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about yourself, Water Agnasi. I'm going to look over at you and not
Agnasi.
say anything, but tell me, what do I see?
You must be the one they call Tiberius.
You have found me, my friend.
We've
Thank you
been
so much for
look-
assisting me. I thought for sure I would be impaled on that thing for the rest of creation.
Do you need assistance, sir? Are you thirsty?
Yes, I do need assistance, but I don't believe I've ever seen one such as yourself. So what exactly do you look like, River?
Yeah, my name is River. I have pale green skin.
Sounds like you're rapping. I guess Water Agnosis like to rap.
Green
Genasi
color.
Tiberius.
I have.
Sorry.
That's okay, dude. It's
Yeah.
funny.
I was looking, trying to find the good voice to use.
That
Yeah,
one's
I
too
am
That's
from a
perfect.
different,
No, it's-
different
It makes me
state.
a little.
Perfect.
It makes me a little bit excited.
Do you open your mouth when you do that, Tiberius? Do you just kind of look at the camera and go,
Just laugh. Yeah.
you know, that look like Toonces the driving cat would do just before he barreled over the cliff?
Toots,
sorry.
no!
I'm so sorry for coughing like that.
So what kind of
Stop being
what are you
sick.
what are you wearing, River? What is your character
Same to you,
wearing,
Nightmare.
Lynx?
Yes.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm trying to ascertain people's classes and if you guys are bad or not just by taking a look at you. So I'm assessing that Widow's probably some kind of a rogue or something similar, and that Shrump is some kind of a fighter. And I'm looking at you, and I'm going to look at what are you wearing, and what kind of weapons do you have displayed?
I have a cloak over my you could say forest clothes, standard green brown tunic. I try to cover my body because I have markings. I have elemental force that comes out through my skin and that I can't control, or you know.
So is it
So I
like
try
glowing?
to cover
Is it
that
like
up.
a
Like
glowing
puberty.
marking?
Yeah, he's going to cry you a drink of water as he sheds tears into a glass for you. I will cry the rain from my eyes.
So I think what I will say, yes, fair Genasi, please share what you have. I'm too weak to go into my pack and get my stuff.
Well, have this, my friend. Have this, and I conjure a goblet.
Conjure?
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
Nice, man.
yeah. I conjure a goblet of water right in front of you,
wow.
and it's made of water. It's a clear crystal clear goblet, but it's only made of water. And I give it to you, and you can take it and.
How
and-
exactly do
and-
I hold?
That's
I'm gonna
hot.
reach up. I'm gonna reach and grab that goblet. And I'm like, how exactly do I hold a goblet made of water? Is it solid?
I assist it right. No, it's completely liquid. I assist it right into your mouth. All you need to do is drink it.
I think
And
I'm
it will
gonna sip.
disappear.
I'm gonna sip just a bit, and then I'm gonna turn to you because I'm a little nervous. I mean, hello, I'm getting force fed by a giant purple or a blue creature with energy beaming out of his face. So I'll take a couple of sips, and then I'll say, "Thank you, sir. I need to pace myself. I've been here quite a while." I'm gonna look over at Vay. Vay, what's your character look like?
Alright, it's shoots pale, high elf with platinum hair, gray eyes. And standing in the back, very motionless, like a statue. Doesn't move, no expression on the face.
There's like that beam from the heavens coming down, shining on you, Vey, because he's like trying to be an elf, and he's just automatically just in love right now with Vey.
Yes, and I'm going to.
Sorry about that, Vey.
I'm-
Continue on. I'm sorry.
I would absolutely. I mean, if I would have tagged you as an elf first in my paintings, because my eyes were just focusing, the tunnel vision from the pain and stuff. If I would have tagged you as an elf, I would have probably just ignored everybody else and headed right towards you. So now that I've seen you, I'm like, oh, sweet, sweet elven. I'll say this in Elvish as well. Oh, my sweet elven sister, please help me get out of here. I'm afraid there might be some danger still remaining from the magics that crashed this flying city.
Also, what you see that I'm wearing is like a long blue scholars types of robes, and I do have a pack on my side, a leather pack that is book shaped.
A pack on your side that is book shaped. So okay, so I
So it looks
think
like I'm storing this book in there.
all right. So I think I'm getting a picture of what's going on.
Alright, as you say that, I respond. I don't believe there's any trouble now.
I'll respond back in Elvish as well, because being knocked unconscious when I woke up, that's like the first thing that pops into my head. Even though I'm human, Elvish is like my go-to language. So I'm going to turn back to you and I'm going to say, this gem that was lodged within my being still pulses with magics. I feel that there's probably dangerous magics and poison in this spot. My friends are not. They have not survived this. We need to make some room between us and this crashed city, or I fear that people coming to scavenge the city will run into us.
Oh yeah, and there's gems and gold and platinum strewn
Oh, F
everywhere.
that! Start picking that shit up.
Yeah,
Then
there
I
is.
begin to cast detect magic.
Oh, okay. You detect magic. You can sense magic in some spots, Vey, especially around these crystals. There's also there's magic on Tiberius, and there's also some magic on each one of the heroes, the fallen heroes. You actually detect that there are some magic sources on them.
Alright. Well, can I identify the magic? that's
It
in the
is a
crystal that's on him?
positive. Oh, this is a weird type of. It's a very weird arcanic type of power, and you know that you would probably think that it would be made by the ancient giants, because you can see a lot of giant runes on these crystals and whatnot.
Yeah,
And-
now the crystal's still stuck in him, and I see that it is magical as well.
Well, I think
yeah, you
Widow
pulled-
yanked out
yeah.
the crystal,
Yeah.
but I threw it just to the right of me, so it's lodged in. It's still glowing, but there's blood pretty much halfway down it.
Do I get to sense that the magic is positive or negative in some way?
Yeah, it's just
Could it
like
be
a
harming
neutral
you?
magic. It's just like it's probably a magic used for powering something. It doesn't seem to be good nor evil.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Tiberius, correct.
Yeah,
You
actually,
get to
I might-
see to a proper burial for your friends.
I honestly, I don't believe we have time. I don't.
You
I
would-
believe. Look, I've been dead here, or not dead. I've been near death here for days, barely surviving, and because people thought I was dead. There's been all kinds of creatures in this area, and all kinds of just horrible things. If you want to grab my buddies, and you're gonna have to take a couple trips for some of those guys, like that guy there, the guy that's in half. If you want to bury them, So be it.
Civi Kiwi,
I've already
thank you for
said
the follow,
rights over
Civi.
their bodies from where I am. I want to just get out of here and get to somewhere safe where I can heal up.
I kind of narrow my eyes at Tiberius,